Anthony Ferraro, Dan Mancina. Two blind guys collide to bring you Four Bad Eyes Podcast.
Anthony, how many times have you went to a website and found that you can't even use it?
Dan, way too many times, and I'll tell you, it is so annoying because it keeps me up at night. Not only websites are inaccessible to the blind, but they're inaccessible to most disabilities. Also, aside from websites, it's the e-commerce store.
You know how many times I've gone to a website, I want to spend some money, I want to buy a t-shirt, a mug, something, because I want to support them, I love them, and I can't because the website doesn't say anything. It's a bunch of images.
It's images that aren't labeled, and it's really frustrating. But did you know there's a solution?
There's a professional that can fix that for you and find a price that'll rip the pants right off of your legs.
It's our newest sponsor, Inclusive Web. And that not only can they find a solution for you, but if you're curious, is my website accessible to the disabled community?
How much is this going to cost me?
Well,
what's the deal? What do I need to do? They have a free offer.
Free offer to check if your website or e-commerce is accessible. And if not, they will help you find a price that works for everyone to get it going.
Inclusive, INCLUSIVE web.co/4badeyes. Tell them again, Anthony.
That's right, Dan. There is no more excuses, ladies and gentlemen. You go to inclusiveweb.co/FOURBADEYES today. Let's get back to it. What's up, eyes and ears? We got a very special episode this week. You've probably heard his voice many times. He's the voice of the Boardr and Grind for Life series. Any contest you go to, he knows how to talk for hours by himself. We have Scotty Conley in the house.
Scott the Bod.
Scotty Too Hottie.
Yes, thank you guys for having me. Big honor.
Dude,
thank you.
Stoked you're here.
After 8 hours of talking on mic, welcome back.
Welcome back to
another hour.
Yes.
I was asked to do it, so
This is
I
overtime.
will.
This is overtime.
So I met Scotty the first time at a Grind for Life.
Same here.
Yeah, I think
Skate
when
contest.
we were doing them, was it when we were doing them in Ann Arbor?
No, I have
you
never
did 'em
been
in
to
Ann Arbor.
We did two, I think, in Ann Arbor.
At that big skate park there with
Yeah,
it's
the
got
one
the
you-
big bowls.
the one
and
we went to.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because they already had a pre-existing skate jam that was like in remembrance of a local that had passed. So they had been running their skate jam for a while. So they already had like a built-in collection of skaters that were skating this event, and we just kind of like put our name on it and went and ran it for them a couple years. It was pretty fun. It was nice out, dude. It's beautiful out there.
And that was beautiful. That was pre-contest for me. Pre-contest action. That must have been like, I think it was only like a year, 2018, 19? No, before
Maybe.
COVID, right?
Yeah, it was before COVID.
So yeah, probably like 18, 17.
My intro to Scotty was him calling me Anthony Ferrano, and I had to correct him.
Ferrano.
Is that St. Pete, I think?
Well, dude, you're reading these names all day long.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Sometimes the letters just start
Dude.
jumbling by, like, I don't know. I've definitely butchered some last names and some first names.
Especially the foreign names. You look at them, you're probably like, how the hell do I say this?
It's like, Jerry P. All right, Mr. All right, Mr. P. You got a minute.
Master P. That's awesome. When did you get first involved with the Boardr?
Kind of from the beginning. I worked at skate park at Tampa for 10 years.
The spot. I went there for the first time the other day.
Yep. Shout out to those dudes, Brian Schaefer. Him and Ryan Clements hired me when I first got my car when I was 16, 17.
Ooh. Oh, dang.
So I worked in the shop and taught lessons. Eventually got back in one of the offices and was like doing all the inventory, cataloging and like labeling and entering everything into our website.
Did you use Star?
Did I what?
Inventory program, Star?
I don't know.
Oh,
Rob Marinick wrote all the
He did all
software, like the guy that works with us. At
Oh,
the
he did
Boardr.
all of his. Oh.
For the Boardr, right?
No, this is for Still Skate Park at Tampa because they actually were one of the first like web stores in skateboarding.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Oh, wow.
So we kind of had the market cornered on that, and I was kind of like just inventory control, like checking in all the products, putting stuff on sale,
I did my inventory time.
putting the stuff in the back that I wanted to keep that I didn't want to sell.
Yep.
Like, oh man, this shirt is awesome. Like, it doesn't get to go out. This is mine.
Yeah.
Oh, nobody will miss these dunks.
Were they carrying dunks back there, like from day one?
Not from day one, but early.
Day one.
I think the first dunks we got there were like those Incredible Hulk high tops.
Yeah, I remember that.
And the original, I think they were Takashi's. They were like black suede with a gold check. And then like the original, like the perforated Genos.
Damn.
So yeah, we got in the game there pretty early, and shortly after, Nick Halkias got the job as the rep in the Southeast, and Nick Halkias was working the register at Skate Park of Tampa, like when I first started skating there. So I had known him forever, and then he called me while I was working the shop and was like, "Hey, guess what job I just got?" I was like, "I don't know. I thought you worked at Westside." And he's like, "No." He's like, "I'm the sales rep for Nike. You're my first flow guy. Like,
oh,
I'm gonna send you some shoes." He's like, because he saw a photo of me like wearing Heineken's, like the Heineken dunks, like they were super exclusive at the time, and I had gotten a pair and was wearing them. Got a Heineken shirt from the thrift store, so I had like the matching. So I was like matching fit, and like he just saw a photo of it on the skate park website and was just like, "Oh wow, you're down for this? Like, cool."
Sick.
Here's
that
some
was
more
when
stuff.
a photo spoke a lot.
Yeah,
a lot more, because now it's a lot of video.
And Nike was, I guess it was kind of accepted in skating at that time for the most part.
They were
It's kind
still
of a rougher start.
They were still skeptical because we kind of. I remember as us as a shop, we kind of resisted that for a while. We were just like, we don't know if that's really the direction we want to go.
Right.
And then, eventually had to fall in
You had
line.
to do it. Now
now it's like if you
were begging to get
now
in.
you can't even really survive as a skate shop without it.
Right.
Or you can, but it's tough.
Yeah.
Like,
Nike.
Was that Nike? Kids are loving Nike. It's everywhere.
Yes, and then the Janoski.
Yeah, the Janoski went crazy.
Transcended skateboarding. Like, you go to the airport and you see entire families, and they're all wearing a different color.
Right.
They're all wearing a different color of the Janoski.
I remember I had the P rods. Those were my thing.
All right.
When they first came out. Damn. So back up a little. When did you start skating? And did you grow up in Tampa your whole life?
I was born in Burlington, Vermont.
Oh no way! Let's go.
We thought you were Tampa or Florida all the way.
I don't remember living there.
Okay.
I don't. We moved here when both my parents are from here. Graduated from Brandon High School, which is local. My dad went up there for college. Took my mom up there, and my older sister had already been born, so I was born up there. My little sister was born up there. And then my dad finished up college, and we moved back down to.
Oh, he was still in school.
School in Vermont.
He went to like a technical college, like like a small technical college. I don't even know the one.
But they always wanted to come back to Florida.
Yeah, it's where all the family is, and they hated the cold.
Oh, that'll do it. It's
They
important
hated the
being
cold.
around family.
Yeah,
I have a huge family too. So.
Yeah. So, like I said, I don't remember living up there.
Right. All Florida. Started skating in Florida.
But I got Ben and Jerry's in my blood. I was born like
Ben and Jerry's, baby.
I was born like less than 10 miles from the Ben and Jerry's factory.
In Burlington,
In
right?
Burlington,
Yeah,
it's
I've
in
been to
Burlington.
one of the stores in Burlington. And,
Yeah.
oh, man, love good Ben and Jerry's.
Oh, man. American Dream.
Yes! That was my shit when I wrestled.
Or the everything but the.
About the kitchen sink or
Yeah,
whatever? I like the
yeah.
Tonight Dough, too.
The Tonight Dough,
That's
but
a
I
good
don't like Jimmy Fallon, so it's hard for me to just look at his face while I'm eating ice cream.
So I guess that's the old perks of being blind. No Jimmy Fallon looking at me while I munch his ice cream.
Tonight Dough is my favorite flavor.
It's a good one.
Yeah, it is a good flavor. I will give him credit.
Yeah.
And then they had the Cherry Garcia. Tried to
That's
get
a
down.
staple.
It's a staple, but the
Staple.
cherries get a little too much.
Burlington. I have a Burlington coat factory by me, but that's about it. It's the only Burlington I know.
I did the Unlock the Spot for Dew Tour at Burlington with the long ledge there with Cookie.
Oh, yeah. He's another Vermonter.
Yeah, great dude.
Shout out Chris Colburn,
love
Cookie.
Chris. Great dude. So how old were you when you first got a skateboard and started skating? Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah. Spring break, 7th grade for my birthday.
Christmas
grade.
got a complete?
Got a complete Powell. like the Powell cheap gimmick, like $100, like out the door Tracker B-52 trucks, slime ball wheels. Just like they weren't even Bones Reds yet. Like it was just like bearings in a clear plastic sleeve.
Yeah.
Like that just no name.
What year was this?
Yeah.
This.
You said you were 40 today, right?
I turned 40 next week on April 4th.
Oh, let's go.
Or so a week and a half. Yeah,
Aries brother.
Aries.
Yeah.
But so I was probably like 13 when I got my first skateboard. But a couple of kids had them in the neighborhood already.
That's old to nowadays standards for getting your first board. Like,
oh yeah, now if you're not sponsored by your 13, it's like it's a wrap.
Yeah, you're like you're already going on the out.
Like it's decline. Like, kid, you're old. Like you're on the legend. You're on the Legends team by 15.
Yeah, Fossil Night, 20 and up. Yeah,
that is insane. So you started? Did you fall in love with it right away?
Yeah. It's if you don't fall in love with it right away, you're not going to last very long.
Yeah, as soon as you fall, you're over it.
Yeah, that's the true test right there. The first like good
injury,
first good like sack of potato slam. Like how you deal with that, like because I used to teach lessons at skate park in Tampa, so obviously I'd see a lot of little kids slam, and I'm just like, and then I'd see some kids slam and how they reacted. I'd just be like, ooh, this might not be for you.
I love today. You were like the kid fell, and you were like, that's skateboarding.
Dude, it is. Like, and sometimes parents need to be reminded of that. Like, hey, this is a part of it, man. This isn't.
Yeah.
Best teacher is concrete.
Like, exactly.
Words of Scotty.
Yeah, so you must have been, because I can only imagine that getting in a job at the spot was like.
Oh, I thought I was the
insane.
shit.
Yeah.
Well, you probably were at the time.
I had the keys to the kingdom.
Oh, you get keys?
Yeah.
To the park and everything.
Me and my homies would skate
all
all night.
My
Go
God.
a good place to smoke pot when
all
you're young.
night. Just hang out.
Oh, you had keys, dude.
And it was still pretty hood over there in that area.
It's
so
still kind of. I felt a hood vibe over there.
Now they have like the DACO building across the street, which is where you got to go when you get like drug charges, like for your like outpatient, your outpatient court ordered drug rehab program. Is like across the street from the skate park.
Like where you get the fake shit to help you wean off of drugs, like that kind of shit.
That kind of stuff, and then like if you get arrested for coke and you choose like an intervention program where you have to go to counseling, or like DUIs, like you got to go there for like
classes and stuff.
Classes,
right?
You got to go to the, you got to go to the group meetings to further your court ordered probation and stuff.
Were you there when I used to watch? I don't even know what video it was in, the Ons or something like that, but they used to do have the kids swim across the moat.
Tell me about this.
You got to witness all that.
I was there for the first moat, because
that's so nice. There's like a moat around the skate park. Moat is a nice term for
retention.
It's like a marsh,
retention ditch. But dude, I've seen that thing fill all the way up and go. The water will get into the to the front door of the skate park.
All of the park. Oh damn!
It gives floods. But I'm very proud to say that I have never been in the moat. I'm so proud because so many product tosses, and I was that kid. I was the product toss guy. I was throwing elbows for those boards. I did not. I was like, free board. I will do anything for this except jump in that moat.
It used to be crazy, the product. Nowadays it's you got 53s instead of 52s.
Yeah, exactly.
Kids are spoiled.
I need an 838.
Well, and then people used to jump off the roof. There's old 411 footage in the first maybe 5 411s where it's just that, because that place used to be the Wild West because it was just a group of 20-something-year-old guys that just lived there. So
wild.
They partied there. They opened up shop during the day.
They cooked food there.
Cooked food there, and then closed down, and then bring in the girls. I heard stories that if girls were being lame, they would just throw them. If you were being lame at skate park in Tampa back in the day, dudes have definitely got shown the door and thrown in the moat.
Yeah.
I've never seen it personally, but I've heard stories.
Legendary.
Yeah. There's footage of Schaefer jumping off the roof into the moat.
Oh my god! How deep does it get?
On those rainy days, man, it's gonna be 6 feet.
Oh, that's enough.
Yeah.
Let's see.
But you got to get over the railing.
You got to clear over the.
You make sure you
railing.
got to clear the railing and then and get in there. Yeah.
And then I can imagine the bottom's probably pretty soft and mushy.
Yeah. Well,
gotta
and
be
then the
nasty.
moat races used to get gnarly because people just started like bringing fireworks and eggs.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
man.
Just full rolls of
remember
toilet
those.
paper.
This was lawless.
Weighing them down and just chucking rolls of toilet paper.
Oh, my God.
There was one where when Curran Caples was really young, like he went to the grocery store and bought like 10 dozen eggs, and just was waiting because you start way in the back, like half a block down, and then you got to go under a tunnel. You got to like go through a
one
tunnel.
of the tube things.
Yeah. So you got to go in
no.
that, and then right when they would come out of the tubes, there's like 20 feet, 25 feet left in the race, and everybody would wait for the kids to come out of the tunnel and just boom, like eggs,
Just eggs and
Roman
toilet
candles,
paper.
Roman candles, just do, like
That's hilarious.
and yeah. Eventually, they kind of cut that.
Yeah, you have.
Because I think I'm once again, I'm not 100%, but I think maybe one time like a kid like kind of cut his foot really gnarly.
Yeah.
Because there was just like broken glass in there, which is natural.
And once camera phones came out too, probably had to stop.
Yeah.
That reminds me of, I used to do a skate camp when I was like probably 15 or something like that. And we had all the kids like, all right, we're going to do a product toss. And we had garbage cans and we dragged them out and we had, all right, everybody line up against the wall. And we just had the garbage cans filled with water balloons and we just pegged all of the kids with water balloons. And they were pissed, dude.
Yeah, I think like there was one year when Chad Muska was just there and just started throwing a bunch of boards into the moat, throwing shoes into the moat, and then kids, and then it just became a moat product toss.
Right.
With like 20 kids just in the moat with Chad Muska throwing boards at them.
That's wild.
Dude, the Wild West. You still got keys?
I had to turn them in. But there is a set of keys at the Smithsonian.
Oh, there are.
There's a set of keys to skate park in Tampa at the Smithsonian.
Dan's in the
That's pretty
Smithsonian.
Sick, dude.
Dan's cane is in the
Braille board
Smithsonian.
cane, yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got we
That's
actually
a good. I like that. Just the idea of a set of keys to the spot in the Smithsonian. Yeah, that's
pretty
tight.
sick. Yeah.
Dude, that's
That's
wild.
how legendary that park is, man. And
Yeah,
shop. I never knew it was even like a skate shop until like maybe 10 years ago.
Yeah, it
I thought it
opened.
was just a park.
It opened in '93, and I probably started going there in like '96.
Oh,
So I was
early.
there
Wow.
pretty early. Like I don't think people were still living there, but they were still like you would see the party get started as you were leaving when they kicked you out at 11.
Were they throwing big contests back then at this time?
Yeah, they had, obviously it wasn't what it was
big,
now, but like Tampa Pro was going on. The first Tampa Pro I saw, Andrew Reynolds won the street, and
boss.
Mike Frazier won the vert, and both of those dudes were from Florida. So in my mind, I was like, oh, Florida's the best for skateboarding. Like we got the best. Like,
Was the vert outside?
no, the vert ramp was still inside. It was
Oh,
that
there was
indoor,
an actual vert ramp?
There was an indoor vert ramp. Like you'll watch like old 4-on-1s. Like Tony Hawk did the first kickflip 540 on that ramp.
Oh, that's sick. Because now they have the sketchy one, the concrete ones outside.
Yeah, they do the concrete jam out, the concrete park outside.
Was it where the bowl is now? The vert ramp?
No, the vert ramp was in
The
in
main-
the warehouse, in the main warehouse.
spot.
In
where the small
in the
section
back
is?
in the back corner where the stairs go up to the top for the bleachers.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And
I was
like-
wondering because there's the stairs up, and I was wondering if they ever went to like a vert ramp.
No, those stairs go up to the offices now. There's
Okay.
offices up there, and
Damn, full vert back in the day.
yeah.
So you
it's the
watched
one-
that place
It's the one
transform.
like it's the one that if you
If you've seen
I may have seen.
Dan had sight till he was like 20.
okay, so the old footage of Lindsey Robertson ollieing off that indoor vert ramp.
Yeah.
That's the original vert ramp
That's
at
the
skate park in
original
Tampa.
vert.
How many
Yeah.
feet? You know?
It was like 11 or 12.
man,
It was like a small for today's standards. It was a really small ramp, but at the time it was like
The ramp.
It was like the ramp in the southeast, and a lot of Mike Frazier, Paul Zitzer, Brian Howard,
Mike Rogers.
not Mike, but those three were like the main vert guys in Tampa, and a lot of their footage from that era was filmed. Like his whole
On that ramp.
his whole part for like an Element video was filmed on that ramp. Like it was either between that vert ramp and then the vert ramp at Woodward.
Oh wow! So
Why do you?
Go ahead, Dan.
Oh, Scotty, were you gonna say something? Sorry.
No.
Why do you think that became just the legendary contest that it's become?
Because of the Wild West aspect of it. It wasn't, because at the time, I guess, like, it was when all those big contests in Europe during the summer were big, and it was like World Cup skateboarding, and skate park of Tampa was this little crusty warehouse.
Wow. Oh yeah.
It's like a Rocky Center.
And then just the party that was the part. It was
parties.
more. It was
Yeah.
the parties surrounding the contest made people want to come. Like going to
City.
Ybor.
like it transcended skateboarding. Probably
Yeah,
people that
yeah,
just heard like the wind of the parties that it throws.
Yeah, and then like obviously Tampa is like super big in the strip club world.
Oh yeah.
So just these companies were starting to, like, when skateboarding started to really boom and these companies had bigger budgets, like, send your team to Tampa.
Right.
Show them a good time. Send them to Tampa.
Oh yeah.
Don't matter how they do in the contest.
It's the strip
Just show
club
the boys a
capital of
good
the
time.
country.
Yes.
And it's Tampa Am and Tampa Pro have just
Yeah,
become these.
and also Tampa Am used to be
proving
way
grounds.
gnarlier because it was all, like, men.
Yeah.
Now, like you have an after party for Tampa Am.
It's all 12-year-olds.
But none of the kids can get in.
Right. It has it has the vibe of like you said, those other contests are like these serious people are going there and like, I don't know. It's like this kind of like what contest skating is nowadays, where they're like trying to win.
Yeah.
And Tampa Pro is like,
I'm just
we're
trying to party.
partying.
We're
It's like-
partying.
it's more like the homie skating,
Like
who are down.
Yeah, back then it was like, well, whoever like isn't hungover and can put a run together has a good shot to win.
Yeah.
Like, so there'd be some random people in the finals back then, like just because like this one dude didn't party, so he skated like skated better than everybody. So
No,
it was
Tony
like,
talks about that too. Like,
Yeah, and like
everyone used to party.
Yeah, and
he
like
wouldn't.
the placings at Tampa Pro, it was like, yeah, we're gonna party for 3 nights straight, and then at the end of the day, like somebody's gonna get lucky and make a run and take home some money.
And then there's the classic shit. I don't know who did it. Like the first one to like have beers in their pockets and then like for their run, like pass out beers to the judges and do shit.
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
And,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah. Dude.
Yeah, it's fun. And if you much predecessor to blind skateboarding, if you remember, there was a dude, Billy Rohan, and he switch hard flipped the pyramid blindfolded.
No way.
No, I don't know that.
Before
Not in-
blind?
Before I seen like blind skaters skating, like this dude was like kind of on another level and unlocked
That's
some shit.
I gotta talk to him.
Yeah, I didn't
and
think anyone would do that for
He
fun.
had like the sleep mask that they give you on the airplane.
Yes.
And
Dude,
he
you know
would-
how hard a pyramid is to skate blind?
It's hard.
That's like the hardest thing to hit.
Yeah, so you can look it up on, or
Did he
can hear
drop?
it.
Did he drop in?
he dropped in on he dropped in on the far quarter pipe, pushed across, went up the Kahuna ramp.
All
When he-
blindfolded?
No. When he got,
Oh, I was about to say,
when he
there's
got
no
when he
way.
got to the top of the Kahuna and about to roll back down at switch, he would put the blindfold down.
So he's got his line set.
So he's got his line set. He's like
It's
looking.
cheating. It's
Must be
cheating.
nice.
Cheating.
Must be nice.
Cheating.
I wish
That's fucking dope, though.
But yeah, he fully like.
Were you there for that?
I was watching him try it. And then my mom picked me up. I didn't get to see it.
Oh, no.
I didn't get to see it. And this is before I had a car too. Like,
So it took him a bunch of tries.
oh, he was
That is
battling it. He
sick.
battled it for hours.
Oh,
And,
wow.
And then he was like rolling away super squirrely, and then he hit the tranny on the quarter pipe and ate shit.
know that all too well.
Because I skated a pyramid like a couple of weeks ago, and like throwing down, trying to find that line is so hard.
Yeah.
It is.
God.
It's hard. Even finding any hips, it's sketchy because you're just going at it blindly and you're like,
I was popping.
I hope I'm in the right direction.
Yeah, I was popping at the bottom of the pyramid. I was landing halfway, wheels on each side of the pyramid. It was a fucking mess.
I was telling Dan, I even went the other day when we were practicing in Zephyr. The one hip, like where I was dropping in on the bowl, there's the hip on the other side.
Yeah.
I went to hit it and I did not know it was as like good as it was, and I launched and I was like, I guess I'm bailing here. This is way too
Anthony
high in
hadn't
here.
flown that high yet. And he's
I
like,
was
whoa!
I flew above the coping like
hilarious.
fucking. It was sketch. But so you got to see like the beginnings of like how contests here were being thrown and stuff then, right?
Yeah, so
like the whole like everything that went into it on the back end.
On the back end, on the front end, and like the first time I went to like a Tampa contest, Clyde Singleton was announcing. And if you know about Clyde Singleton announcing contests in the 90s, like he was making people cry.
Yeah, ruthless.
Like he would nitpick you for your entire 60 seconds.
Wait, would he like call out your style and like
Yes.
oh man.
Yes.
Everything
Like-
from the T-shirt you're wearing,
Like-
your
God.
shoelaces, your
Like it was ruthless.
tricks you're doing. Yeah.
It was ruthless, but it was completely spot on. Like it wasn't like he was just like making up something. He was like, no, like that was terrible. Like Clyde called you out for it. So I was like, oh, that's how you announce a skateboard contest. You just make fun of everybody.
That was your first teacher of
That was my first
announcing
teacher. And then I saw Schaefer announce, and he kind of had the same style. And then like a couple years later, they brought in Tim O'Connor to start announcing the contests, and he was really like carried on the tradition of making people cry.
I forgot about that.
A skater, one of the skaters, I forget his name, but he legitimately wanted to fight Tim O'Connor after his run.
Yeah,
my God.
yeah.
Wanted to fight Tim O'Connor after his run. And Tim was just laughing.
That is so
At him.
funny.
I skated Tampa. Sorry, keep going.
Yeah, and so that's what I saw. And so like when I got that opportunity, I was like, all right, well, if I just like make fun of like
Yeah,
just make
yeah.
fun of these people. And it was kind of started to be known as like the Tampa treatment. Like,
Right.
giving these people, because like teams would come in for demos and we'd give them, and if they weren't cutting it, we'd give them the Tampa treatment, man. Like,
Oh man. Well, you've kind of switched that now because you do have it's a very like friendly type of announcing now. Like you really stoke people up, it seems.
yeah, I just try to make fun of myself now.
Yeah.
Like, because there's so much to go after. So
Was there a point that you stopped making fun? You were like, maybe I should stop making fun of these kids.
I mean, there's still a time and a place for it.
Of
Like
course.
when we do, there's some events where it's just like, all right, this one, we call it at work we call it the thrust-o-meter. So like if you can go in a contest, like, hey Ryan, like where are we going? He's like half thrust. like okay, so like you can kind of make some jokes, like,
But dumb it down a little.
but now like, and also at the time when I was like 25.
That's when you first started announcing?
I started announcing when I was like 18, 19. So like I was announcing for my peers.
So you could like...
I could really give it to
deep
my
cuts,
friends,
yeah.
like some deep cuts, and where they just have to stop in the middle of their run and just be like, hold on. Like,
Just shake your head.
oh God. Okay. All right. So like, so it was like my friends, and then like out of town people. And then like, I was also skating in the contest.
Yeah, that was
So
my
like,
next question.
I've announced my own run with a cordless mic.
Shut up. No way.
Yeah. Like,
Wait, is there footage of this?
I don't think so, but I do remember I was just like,
my
yes, I'm killing it. All right. Like, let's crooked. I'm about to try crooked grind, but I don't know. All right, we're doing it. Crooked grind. Yeah, all right. Like
No
I did.
way.
I might be the only person that has ever announced
I
their
know.
own
You
contest run.
definitely are.
Never heard that before.
That's amazing.
Dude, because I was gonna say I was terrified to go into Tampa. I skated it. I mean, I wouldn't say skated, but skated at.
I was
Tampa
there,
Pro
and
a
I
couple
would.
years,
I
and
was
it
there, and I would say that you skated.
fucking terrifying.
It is,
but
man,
it was
it
all
is.
love. I can get a pass being blind, but I was like, God damn, that was scary.
Yeah, like yeah.
Fuck, it's an intimidating.
Is it one person at a
intimidating
time?
Contest.
Yeah, Tampa Pro is one, like
Like
1 minute runs.
Yeah, 3 of them or something.
Yeah, prelims you get 2 runs, finals you get 3.
Okay, yeah.
So it's just you on the course. There's
Dan's
no
still
hiding.
scarred.
There's
if you
like
get top 10, you go automatic to finals, right? Is that how it is? For
they do the
prelims?
golden. If you get top 2 in prelims, those are the golden tickets to the
Oh, top
finals.
2, okay.
And then they do a semifinal. You make a cut to the semifinals, and then semifinals cuts to the
And if
to the
you've
finals.
if you've gotten first place, you get to go straight to semis or to finals.
Any past champion can go straight to the semis. So
straight to semis. Okay.
if Mike Vallely, Kyle Berard, Kerry Getz, Gershon Mosley,
Yeah.
Tony Trujillo, like any of those dudes want to boost in it's like
Yeah.
you show up on Sunday morning, you're in the semis.
Mike V did some famous thing there on the wall, right, or something.
Yeah, and
He like broke like 5 different boards, and people were handing him boards and shit.
yes, yeah, and he
Were you there for that?
yeah.
Oh, damn! You
Yeah.
saw so much. God God damn.
I saw the loop, like when they had the loop.
I forgot about
They
the
brought a
loop.
loop to the spot.
Yeah, Schaefer almost died.
That's when that went down, was when
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. I'm in the footage, like pulling in the stretcher.
Oh
like,
my
Oh,
god.
that was so gnarly.
yeah, it was gnarly. And dude,
And Bob doesn't switch?
Bob doesn't switch. I was so upset because I had like invited some girls from my high school to come watch Tampa Pro, and I like got them in, like, and that's like the first thing they see
In skateboarding.
skateboarding. Like they showed up, they're like,
this is heavy.
We're
One of the
excited
heaviest
to meet
falls
skater. We're
ever.
excited to meet like these girls. Like we're gonna meet skaters. Like
Pros.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, watch this, and it's Schaefer just.
Almost dying.
They all three of them. They immediately went home.
Oh, they did?
Oh, yeah.
It's
They
traumatizing
were
if
like,
you don't know
nah,
skateboarding.
this ain't it.
You're just like, that's skating.
That's skating.
Yeah.
Oh
Damn, that's
man,
heavy.
You've seen a lot of shit go down there.
Yeah, and that the footage, because it was all that footage was sold to like
Oh, really?
most extreme slant, like death-defying experiences, blah, like all those when all those shows were popular on cable,
Like scarred and shit.
like Scarred.
Yeah.
But there was
Papa
this
Roach.
Poor Schaefer.
there was like a
Fucking-
reality. There was like a strictly reality TV cable channel, and they always had like top 10 near-death experiences, like
yeah.
top 10
Man.
sports crashes, top 10 like insane things that happened to people.
Yeah.
And his footage of the loop, and my friend filmed it, and it's his footage that's on all these cable the old cable
Wild.
shows.
Yeah,
like,
you had to sign off on all
yeah,
the cards.
yeah.
That's insane.
That is wild.
So you announced the spot. You still announced the Tampa Pros and stuff.
No, I haven't been on the microphone at Skate Park of Tampa for a long time.
So when did you leave there?
I was politely asked to leave.
Oh no!
Really? Oh.
Oh no!
Well, they took the keys, yeah.
They took the keys back, but it's all good. Like
Yeah.
I had it coming. I was there for 10 years. I was just
That's a good run.
I was complacent. I was not doing what I was supposed to be doing because I thought I was just like, I've been here for 10. Like
I know,
they're not
I
gonna
I'm tenure.
I'm on tenure. They're not going to fire me. Well, yeah, they did. But looking back, it was like a mercy kill. You know what I mean? Because I would have never quit. So
You would just be there,
I would just be there and be the old bitter guy at the skate
not
park,
growing or
just wasted
progressing.
away.
Yeah.
And so Clements actually is the guy that did the job and fired me. And he was just like, hey, buddy, we love you, and you're always a part of this. Like, we want you here for the contests, but your time, like, working here every week. Like,
Time to move on.
Time to move on,
Yeah,
man.
time
Time
to
for you to go find something else.
go
We'll call
grow.
you.
It's a good boss.
We'll
yeah.
call you when we have contests. We still want you here for Tampa Am, Tampa Pro. We still want you here announcing the all ages stuff. We still want you doing all that stuff. Like, I still went there and like taught skate camp.
How old
Like,
were you when this happened?
Like 26, 27.
Was it pretty brutal? Like, were you pretty shaken up?
Oh, I was crushed. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like it was skate park at Tampa. Like
It was your home.
my identity.
Yeah.
Like I was Scotty the Body from skate park at Tampa.
Scotty
like,
the body from
Yeah.
the spot.
like the spot. Yeah, and that was me, and I fucking was proud of that shit. Like,
Right.
And so yeah, it was a big blow, but you get over it, and
Dust off, and
I did every single job you could imagine.
were you still
After that.
competing at this point?
My time was done. I was like 26
at that
27.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're 27, the best you did at Tampa Am was like 53rd. Yeah,
And you worked every job after that, you said?
I did so many things.
What was
I
the most
deli-
obscure thing?
I was a carney.
You were a carney.
Wait,
Yes.
like at a
Like,
carnival?
yeah, like
What did
getting
you
people-
do?
Calling people in to play the games.
No, you were
Yeah,
so
I
good
did
at
that for like 2
Were you
months.
traveling?
I traveled around. I did Perry. I did the Georgia State Fair in Perry,
Shut
Georgia.
up.
did-
You were a carny
I did
carny.
the Florida State Fair. I did the Florida State Fair in Tampa, my home, because I was delivering pizza at the time. And,
For?
it was called Old Manhattan. It's no longer with us. It was in Ybor City though, one of the lesser pizza places. But I was a delivery guy, just hustling.
There's
like,
a lot of pizza places in Ybor.
Yeah,
I noticed that this
yeah.
weekend.
But one of the other pizza delivery guys like shows up for his first day, and I got to train him on how to properly deliver pizza. And the first thing I say is, "Hey, buddy, once you get a pizza in your car, there's no traffic rules. And he's like, what do you mean? I was like, if a cop pulls you over and you got a pizza in the car, he's not going to keep you there long. He's going to say, all right, get your pizza there. This is a tried and like, it's true.
It stays true.
Like I illegal U-turns, run stop signs, run
red lights,
bad passing strategies, like
going
passing
over.
Anything I wanted to do, I did. And if I got pulled over, they'd be like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, I'm just trying to get this pizza to this customer as quickly as I can so I can get back to the restaurant to get another pizza.
Screw a PBA card, just show them the pepperoni.
And yeah, so
I was going to say that's a good pro tip for driving.
And the cop is just like, look in the back and smell the pizza. Like, all right, I'd want you to drive like that if you had my pizza in your car. So actually, this kid shows up for me to train him on delivering pizza, and the first thing he says is, dude, are you fucking Scotty the Body? And I'm like, what? And he's like, dude, you used to announce me and my brother's contest runs.
Oh, wow.
Like, I remember you. You were the contest announcer at the skate park. And I'm like, all right, well, now I'm a pizza guy.
Yeah, you're like, oh, let's stop talking about that.
Hop in the car.
Growing pains.
We got to go sneak into hotels and jam these flyers under the doors.
Yeah.
You used to put them in the hotel room doors.
Oh yes, it was a very sneaky game. You had to like I would dress nice, like business casual.
Yeah.
Like I had a briefcase full of menus.
Oh my!
I would walk in through the lobby on the phone and be like, "Yeah, I checked in an hour ago. I'm getting things settled. I'll meet you down in the lobby in an hour." Just like make up a fake conversation on the phone.
Oh,
walk straight to the elevator, go to the top floor, boom, 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 jam the flyers, take the stairs all the way down, and then
sneak out.
But that's like they don't like that either. Like it's illegal. Like you're like so
it's derelict.
They'd go grab the menu and call my restaurant and be like, "Your guy is doing the flyers again." and my boss did not care. He's like, he thought it was hilarious. He's like, he's like, "Quit getting caught." And I'm like, "What do you mean getting caught? I leave
the flyers.
The flyer.
Yeah, the job is done.
They have the evidence. Like, But anyway,
the carney.
I found okay. So the kid that I'm training, I found out that his family is like 4 generations deep in carnival operations. Like, like his great-great-grandfather was doing carnivals in the early 1900s, like straight up like Coney Island, like the Midway, like that kind of stuff. Like when it was like a freak show and like the animal show and like the 10-foot, the bike with the tire with the 10-foot radius. It was like a show. And but yeah, like he comes from like he's like lineage in the carnival industry. So his dad,
and you're like 27.
Yeah, and his dad owns the company, and I'm just like, wait. And then I was like, how much money do those guys make? And he's like, well, if you're really good, like
more than delivering pizzas.
Yeah, like you can make a lot of money for the 2 weeks, like. And I'm like, put me in. And he's like, what? You think you could do it? I'm like, you've heard me announce a contest, right? And he's like, yep. And I was like, all right, put me in. Put me in, coach. Like
what were you announcing specifically? Like,
so it was the game where you got to throw the softball at the 3 milk.
Oh yeah,
the 3 milk bottles stand in a triangle.
Yeah,
and you got to hit it. You got one shot. It's one ball. Like
one of them's lead or something.
Oh man, what are you? No man.
Were you picking apart people's style?
Yeah.
Oh no, but see that's the thing. Like you like. You're supposed to make fun of them, and that makes them mad, and then makes them want to show you that they can win the game.
And they'll buy another round. I'm playing again.
Oh, dude, don't even. You know what? You walk away. Don't even bother. You couldn't win.
You should have never signed up for this.
I see that arm. You can't even throw. You won't even make it to the bottom. Oh, really? Here's $20. Give me 5 balls.
Wait a minute. Are you Scotty the Body?
And I got recognized a couple times. But yeah, so
my lady's that's the one thing she wants is to see a documentary on the carny lifestyle. She's like obsessed with it.
Probably is like it's gnarly.
Are they pretty like gritty dudes?
Gritty. They're vagabond travelers.
Dude,
like
a lot of drugs or what?
A lot of drugs. No background checks. So a lot of
felons.
Dudes that
And that's the guy putting up the tilt wheel that you're gonna get on.
Oh no, we don't talk to the ride jocks.
No,
the ride jocks.
We don't talk to the ride jocks. We're joint men.
They're below us.
So your game is called your joint. Like
Oh,
okay. So
gotta
you're
go-
just at your station. Your
So
joint.
that's my joint. Like my joint is one ball. Like I'm in the one ball
One
joint
ball.
over there. But like these other dudes are rocking the balloon joint, and then the
the balloon joint. That's my
the
thing.
balloon joint. Like hit a balloon with a dart. That's
Yup.
the easiest game to peel money out of.
I got
Oh,
Like,
I got suckered on the board. You have to bounce off the board and drop in the basket.
oh, that one's tough.
Well, you got to
but
backspin it. And I
There
couldn't
is a
figure it
strategy.
out.
There is a strategy, and once they show you it, like I was like, "Come on, like show me the strategy." And they're like, "Look, you just do it like this."
You spin it
And once they show you and you do it twice, you can do it like
every time.
you can
Wait,
do
is
it.
this
Like,
basketball?
You can do it like 8 or 9 times.
No, it's like
out
a
of 10.
wiffle ball usually.
It's like
The one I did
The
was-
stop sign, and you got to bounce the ball off the stop sign, and there's like a bucket below
Oh
the sign.
Right
yes.
underneath
Okay. Yep.
Dude, the guy showed me. He showed me how to. He's like, you got to spin it. You got to get the fingers and flick it and spin
Yep.
it. And I still couldn't fucking get it, dude.
Yeah, so I did that for like
the one
like
ball, baby.
3 fairs. Like so, I was on the road for like a month and a half.
Damn.
How much
and,
did you make?
Well, I was really green. So I didn't probably make as much as the other guys, but dude, there are people there that are making like, cause they do the whole season, right? So
Yeah.
the season starts in February and goes through like, you're off by like the end of like beginning of November.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So those dudes, there's like dudes that can peel 6 figures, like
Wow.
cash
Cash,
too.
yeah.
Undocumented cash.
Wow.
Cause like, dude, like when you really get your game tight,
Right.
and can just really sweet talk people, man, like just the money comes. Like
You think there's people
That's
there's
crazy.
people scraping dollars off the top when they're getting the 20s?
Oh yeah, it's called there's like there's like a whole there's like a whole carney language that I was not privy to that I had to kind of learn, and like
Oh yeah.
different names for different things, so you
All
can
the
like
jargon,
so
man.
you can talk about the people that are sitting right in front of you without them knowing. And it's just like a lot of just gibberish
Yeah.
that somehow means something. And I've probably divulged too many secrets. Like
enough,
if
yeah.
I,
We
if
don't
I
wanna-
disappear after this,
We know.
the carney mafia has got to me.
They are like a mafia, dude.
And
They're-
then like really close to us is like the national headquarters, like the National Showman's Museum. It's like the Carnival Museum is in like Riverview, Florida.
wow.
The American Pickers have gone there.
Oh,
It's like
Yeah.
that's
on,
the band
on History Channel.
No. Oh, the
The-
picture.
The-
Okay. Yeah.
But
Wow, dude.
yeah, it's crazy. And like all this, like just living in tents
Dude,
in the back,
Carney.
like living in tents in the back of the fair. Like
That's where you be tenting it? No trailer or anything like that?
some people had trailers.
Trailers.
If they were
Some
peeling
people had,
six
if
figures.
they were peeling, if they were peeling dough. But some people are just sleeping in tents, man.
Yeah.
Like putting a tent under one of the rides and just that's where they.
Were
sleep.
you in charge of like the whole joint? Like, did you have to pack everything up and make sure it got to the next spot?
Everybody packs up. Everybody sets up. Everybody breaks down.
Okay.
So you're responsible for your joint. And I kind of got special treatment because I was like friends with the family and wasn't like
You had an in.
a hard, and I didn't really know how to do everything.
Right.
So they were just like, just here, take all the prizes back to the bus. Like, so I was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like carrying bags of prizes. But then I had my skateboard and I would just do it super fast and everybody's just like, who
you
are
skated
you?
it back and
Who
forth.
are you?
That's
They're like, who
Body.
are you? And I'm like, dude, don't worry
Scotty
about
the
who I
Body
am.
from
But-
Tampa,
So
baby.
then the family trusted me because I already knew them. And so by the next fair, they had lost a couple guys because like people just disappear in between fairs. Like,
Oh yeah.
They just
you'll give the guy his money in Tampa,
Go on
and
hiatus.
by the time you get to in Georgia, the dude didn't make it.
He's in Clearwater with
And
some
then you
powders
got
up his
and then
nose.
you got dudes that are wanted in some
Oh
states.
my god.
You got dudes that are like
Getting
wanted or on probation or like can't go to certain states. So it's like, all right, we're in Florida. The next fair isn't in Georgia. But the fair
Yeah,
after
I can't
that's
go
in
to Georgia.
North Carolina, and you'll have dudes that just be like, yeah, I can't go to Georgia. I'll meet
I'm
y'all in North
banned.
Carolina.
Yeah, I mean, that's
So-
wild. It's wild. You went from announcing to delivery
Announcing.
to announcing.
Well, I did delivery. I was like a door guy at a club and like club bouncer. Yeah, I delivered pizza, Chinese food, sandwiches, flowers,
Yeah.
people.
Now, this is a question I have. People.
Yeah, Uber.
Oh, Uber.
You're delivering people,
Yeah,
man. That's
you
the
are.
most precious commodity.
I have a question for you for delivery guy.
Yeah.
Would you ever, like, if they get some French fries and you're a little, hungry, you got the munchies, would you ever take a couple?
Peel a couple off
Peel
the
a
top.
couple off the top?
So it was really easy at the Chinese restaurant because if you spent a certain amount of money, you got like a free bag of crab rangoon or like a free bag of chicken wings.
Egg roll or something.
And not everyone knew that.
But like not everyone knew that. So they don't know that they're getting these free egg roll. They don't know that they're getting these free crab rangoons, and they also don't know how many crab rangoons come in an order.
Ooh, I like crab rangoon, dude.
So yeah, man, some French. Yeah,
No, that's what I'm saying, dude.
Also, when I worked with the pizza restaurant, my first day at work, the guy was just like, "Hey, I just want to make sure you know one thing is that you can always eat here. Like, have a slice of pizza, make yourself a sandwich, do what you got to do, but make sure you have food."
Right.
Like
That's a good.
he was like an old school guy.
Yeah.
So he was cool, and so I would go to like if somebody ordered chicken wings, like you get 10 chicken wings, well, I would just make 13.
Yeah. There you
And
go.
that'd be fine. Oh, you ordered mozzarella sticks? Cool. 6 come in an order. I'm making 7.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Whatever. Like, and then I could always just grab a slice of pizza because it was Ybor City on 7th Avenue. So we did pizza by the slice.
Right.
So we had people coming in to buy pizza all night by the slice. So there's always fresh pizza. So I could always get a slice of pizza.
Yeah, Kelly made a good point. I was like, why is there so many pizza places here? And she's like, great food when you're drunk.
Yeah, and cheap. Like you can go in and get a slice of pizza for $3.
Yeah.
Like,
So you did the carney for like 3.5 months, you said?
I did it for like 2.
2
But
months?
I did the Florida State Fair like 3 years in a row just because that was home base and I could go home after each night.
That's nice.
But then I would get in with the guys and I'd be like, so what do you guys need? And they're like, oh, I'm like, can you just go get me some white T-shirts and like some cigarettes? And then I would be running that racket, like just going to the store on the way home and getting supplies for these guys.
Yeah.
Like, all right, cool. Like, whatever the white teas cost, $2 on top. Whatever,
Right.
I'll like 12-pack of beer, cool. Like it's $16. Give me 20. Like, cool.
Call it even.
So after the 2 months, were you like, I'm not really like down. I don't see myself doing this for long term.
No, I hopped on at the end of the season. So the season ended.
Season ended.
Yeah. So I did like the last like two fairs of the season, and then I was back home.
And what did you do
What was
from
the
there?
gig after that? Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I guess when did you get back into the
skate?
world?
Yeah.
When the Boardr started,
Which was
we're on like year 10 almost.
Okay.
so
so-
about 13,
15.
12, 13, 14.
Yeah.
I think
about there.
2015 was the first contest in Zephyr.
Okay.
Someone was telling me this today.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Clem,
yeah,
that's
just
it.
always stayed close with Ryan, stayed close with George, stayed
Because
close with Rob.
Ryan he was in the starting of the Boardr too, right?
Yeah,
like his
'cause
name's on the website.
Ryan, George, and Rob all worked at skate park at Tampa when I was there.
And you were
then-
close with them?
Very close with them,
Okay.
yeah. So Rob and George showed up to work one day, and they both got fired
At the spot?
at the skate park at Tampa.
Okay.
Yeah, so they both got fired. They both kind of laid low for a couple months, and then all of a sudden they started the Boardr.
Okay.
And Ryan has rental houses in Ybor that
He has a
rents
lot of
out.
hats, Ryan, man.
Ryan, oh yeah.
Crazy.
So he has like 9 houses in Ybor.
Oh, he's in real estate.
that he bought like 25 years ago.
Smart man.
So he does the rental properties. So he turned one of his rental properties into the office for the Boardr.
Is that where
and-
the skate park is too? Or no?
Ybor, it's close. It's close.
No, I thought the office was the skate park too, but no.
Oh,
Like-
for the Boardr.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, we eventually moved into that warehouse, but
Okay.
Ryan started. He kicked out some tenants and moved the office was in one of his rental houses.
Gotcha.
So the rental house was 3 blocks from me.
Oh, sick.
So I would just go over there and knock on the door and walk in and just sit down and be like, "All right, what are we doing today, guys?"
What was the first
Like,
vision of
I
the
work
Boardr?
here. I work here now. And they're just like,
It's my
"What?"
spot.
Hire yourself.
I was like, "Yeah, I work here."
What are we doing?
Cool. What are we doing? What can I do?
What did they open the Boardr, like start the Boardr with the vision of? Like what was the overall
contest.
Just contest?
Contest.
Because
Yeah.
now it's developed to like selling software and stuff for contests.
Yeah, Rob does the Boardr Live, and then we have Excel Management, which is we do the managing of skaters like agents.
The profiles and stuff.
Yeah. Like agents, like representing, like we represent Mark Gonzalez, Ishad, Jamie Foy, Nora,
wow.
Felipe Gustavo, and a long list of others. Like some like
I
names
almost
at
went
the
with
top.
Ryan, actually.
I know Lizzie too. Lizzie Armato started at the Boardr Grind for Life stuff. I think she's
not sure about that one.
No,
but like Zion Wright, Jamie Foy, Marcos Montoya, Alex Argente, all those dudes got their start skating Grind for Life contests.
Wow.
In Florida before they went on to do much greater things.
El Toro
front crooks. Jesus, Jamie.
He's a big boy Foy.
And dude, I remember announcing all those kids contest runs at Skate Park of Tampa. When
so you started
like,
announcing from the beginning? How long before you got into the mic?
Pretty fast. I figured out that I kind of like to talk on the microphone. I was all like, I'm classic middle child. Like, crave the attention.
Yeah.
Like, so being on the mic was just like powerful to me, and I'm just like, all right, everyone's listening to every word I say. Like, this is awesome. I'm getting the attention that I just have needed my whole life. Like, let's do this. And yeah.
It's
so
dope.
Like I was announcing so I would announce all day, and it'd be like, all right, time for the sponsor division. Pass it off to Ryan Clements. I'm gonna go skate now.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, that's sick.
No, that's dope. Yeah, he's always giving shout outs to Four Bad Eyes during every contest.
I love it.
Well, just because it's awesome, and obviously I'm going to talk about the people that are on the course. And
it's hard. I can't do it's like radio. There's no dead air.
There's no dead air. You do a great job at making sure there's no dead air.
8, 10, 12 hours straight.
It's crazy. Like, I remember you were calling me out on the tie-dye one year. You always got something. You just pick something.
You just got to, like, I figured, and I figured out early, like, if I just say tricks, this is going to be a boring-ass contest. Like, you got to bring flavor. Like, the crowd has to, like, be invested in what you're doing. They have to, like, because if they're listening to me, then they're definitely paying attention.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they're paying attention to the contest. They're listening to me, and they're like, all right, cool. This all flows. Like, this is all going. Like, and yeah, dude, I've done some events where it's like, boom, you're on the mic from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Dude, we were at St. Pete last year, and it sounded like you went till like 11 p.m.
Yes.
It was insane. We were like, Scotty's still announcing over there.
Yeah. We stayed at the hotel right there. We could still hear.
I remember that
way
one.
It's still going.
Dan and I have gotten lost many times walking from the hotel to the skate park.
I think that one we had a couple rain delays that put us back.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So yeah, we were literally there till like 11 p.m.
That was nuts. So you've always just felt comfortable behind the mic, or was there a growing period where
I always felt comfortable. It took a while to like get the style and like get the cadence and like figure out like, you know, because you got to do like the random shout outs of the sponsors to like get all that stuff down, like all the you know, back end stuff that they would teach you in like if you went to like broadcasting school. Like I don't have no background or like formal education in broadcasting.
Yep.
Are you strictly announcing, or do you do a lot of stuff on the back end also, I imagine?
Oh man, so when you register for the contest, I get an email.
Yeah.
And if you're a first timer and you've never skated a Grind for Life and you don't have a profile in our system, I take all your information that you filled out, create the profile for you, and then email back, hey, you got your profile set up. See you in Zephyr Hills.
So that's you sending all the emails.
That's me, yes. I do a lot of all the DMs for Instagram. Like if you're probably communicating with me if you're in the DMs on Instagram.
Okay.
Wow.
Like if you like, because there are some kids that just like tag us in every single thing that they post. Every single thing they tag us, and I'm like, we still see you, brother. Like you're getting better. All right.
Yeah. Like, right.
And then
social media too. That's a whole full-time job.
That's a full-time.
Well, I don't do any of the posting.
Okay.
I do the DMs.
The reactive
stuff. I do
the
DMs because it links into my other job. I do all the invites for all our contests.
Gotcha.
So like if we have like right now I'm working on this contest in Japan that we're
I just saw that 25th to the 28th of May, right?
At the end of May we're doing this Rakuten like contest with Rakuten, which is like a huge company in Asia. And we're doing a contest in Tokyo because they have a partnership with Yuto Horigome. And so, but I had never heard of it.
I would have butchered that name.
I had never heard of it until...
Olympic gold medalist.
Oh, yeah. Like, I had never heard of Rakuten until we started working on this contest. And then all of a sudden, like, I'm watching the Super Bowl and they have a commercial. And I'm like,
Holy shit.
Rakuten. I know what that... Like, oh, cool. All right.
I'm working with them.
And then all of a sudden, I'm watching basketball and they sponsor the Golden State Warriors. So all their jerseys have a Rakuten patch on them, and I'm like,
Gotcha.
all right, cool. Like at least okay, like they do stuff. Like
They're legit.
Yeah.
so so I'm handling all the invites for that, and like negotiating with these skaters because now like skaters are getting appearance fees to skate contests and like get their,
wow, they do.
like travel covered and like
Right.
By you
hotel,
guys
like,
or by their sponsors?
by Rakuten, by like the event.
Oh wow.
So it's like, yeah, like you want so and so to come up, like yeah, you gotta get him a business class flight and $5,000 and get his hotel and he wants green M&Ms in his room.
What's your writer? Yeah.
Yeah, so it's crazy to work with all these people, and then like right now I'm doing Mano a Mano. We do all the work for Mano a Mano. It's at Woodward West, and it's game of skate on a mini ramp.
Oh wow.
In a tournament. So 16 men, 16 women, and I have to take their wish list with like, because obviously they're like, yeah, we want Nyjah and we want Zion Wright and we want Jamie Foy and we want all these superstars, and it's like, well, let's temper your expectations a little bit. Like I might be able to get one of those guys.
Get you Anthony Ferraro.
Mini ramps, all I got.
But yeah, I mean, and those are fun. And then we got Tony Hawk Vert Alert coming up.
Vert Alert.
When's the next
you
Vert
do
Alert?
those?
I'm
You
about
guys
to
do the
send
Vert
out,
Alerts?
Yeah, so I'm about to send out invites for Vert Alert.
When is it? Can you say or no?
Not
I
official
can't
yet?
recall. We haven't we have dates, but I can't remember.
Do you do the so do you do the outreach to these companies? Like when you pick a skate park you're going to, do you do the negotiating and outreach stuff? Or is there
Like
someone that handles that?
as far as like booking the skate park,
Yeah.
and getting no, that's our boy Dylan.
Okay.
Back in the office, he handles like booking the skate park, getting the like insurance docs. He's very he books all travel. If you're at one of our events and you get prize money, Dylan's writing the checks and keeping track of all that.
The finances.
Hitting you up for a social security number so we can send you a 1099 at the end of the year. And just like, yeah, there's a lot more back end stuff than you could think. Like,
Oh, there's so much.
like coming down, like we have it down to like, all right, like where are we gonna put this sticker?
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, that sticker goes on that wall.
Where's
of
it
the
going to
bowl.
show the best in
Yeah,
footage?
Like, and like all those like one-off like specialty Red Bull events. We do a lot of that. We did like Red Bull. We just did Boarding Pass, which was a qualifier event, like kind of not airplane themed.
Yeah.
Like we bought a wing of an airplane and turned it into a ramp.
Holy shit.
And we bought like decommissioned like the drink carts, like they push down the middle of the aisle.
Oh, yeah.
We bought two of those. We bought two of those and used them as a frame for a ledge.
Oh my god.
And then the luggage rack. So we had a bump to
Plastic
the luggage rack.
yeah.
So like, and then it's team versus team, like shop teams skating against each other. And then the winner qualifies to go skate a contest that's actually in New Orleans in an entire wing of an airport. Like they make a skate park inside of the airport.
yeah.
Sick.
And so it's to get teams to that. And we also do like Red Bull Mind the Gap.
Yeah, it was like a best trick thing, right?
Yeah, Mind the Gap. We just made we literally were looking for like natural street gaps to do these contests on, but we just like would have trouble permitting like.
Oh, it's insane.
It's insane to get a permit for a gap that is between that connects like a McDonald's that connects like a McDonald's to a Walmart plaza, and it's like, but this is the most perfect gap in town. This is like the best gap in town, and we're trying to like, who do we even talk to? Do we talk to Walmart? Do we talk to McDonald's? Do we talk to the owner of the property?
Do we talk to the town?
Do we talk to the city, the town? Like, and that's Dylan. Dylan is figuring all that stuff out.
Oh, so he's doing a lot on the back end there too.
Yeah, and so we finally were just like, dude, we can't, because like we did one of these gap contests in Orlando, and the gap was just like super rough. And everybody's like, yo, why didn't you do this gap? Why didn't you do this gap? Why didn't you do this gap? I'm like, because they wouldn't give us a permit for it. That was like all three gaps you guys just mentioned. We tried.
Yeah.
And so it got to the point where we just framed out a gap and made a gap and put it on the ground.
There, it's perfect.
Yeah, we built it. It's like masonite top. Like, it's perfect.
Who's building in the stuff? Is there someone on that
We got
end?
crews in Tampa that build for us. We got a guy, Alan Russell used to build a lot of our stuff, and now we got this guy, Derek. And Stiv and Justin help in the warehouse. There are like warehouse guys.
Is it all
Stiv
Florida
drives
stuff?
all the trucks. No, we branched out. We just did the boarding pass in Atlanta and Houston.
Did you do the ice blocks in Minneapolis like this past week?
We're just doing strictly skateboarding stuff. Like,
that's what the like, skated ice block is a Red Bull thing.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen that yet. Yeah, like I haven't. Nah, but I thought you were talking about that. Like they did like the downhill ice skate racing.
Oh no, that's insane. Yeah.
That was awesome.
That was the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, like all the stuff that would be on ESPN 8.
Yeah, Ocho,
and yeah, just like.
But
we ran. We
man.
ran like we were doing Vans Park Series when that was a thing.
Yeah, because it said on the website it says your partners over the years has been Vans, Adidas, and now it's New Balance.
Yeah.
So like, is there like tension that goes through those companies, or is it kind of just like the contract ends or something?
No, we're independent. We're contractors. We'll run an event for anybody.
Oh, so if they hit you up, because you did like, DC with the LES skate park that one time.
Exactly. So anybody can sponsor one of our events. It's just a matter of who sponsors it. Like, if we're going to run the event. We're going to run the event.
Right.
So like, if Red Bull's our client, obviously we're not going to show up wearing like Monster shirts.
Yeah.
But like, if we're running an event for Adidas, we're going to make sure like we're all wearing some Adidas gear.
It seems that New Balance has been a real steady sponsor of Grind for Life, though.
Yeah, New Balance has really come through for the years. We work a lot with Jason Rothmeyer, who's like the judging czar of the world, one of the best judges in skateboarding. He's like also the sales manager for New Balance.
Oh, nice.
So we're like linked in there, and the people at New Balance have just been super awesome.
That's what's up.
Yeah. And they fully support Grind for Life. And when you win a Grind for Life contest, we send you an email.
Oh yeah.
And then guess who gets that email back? and puts the info on a spreadsheet.
Oh man.
With the name, address, shoe size.
Yeah.
And then I get all of those emails and send them to New Balance and say, "Hey, we just did our Grind for Life. Here's all the people that get free shoes." And then they send them.
That's sick.
So yeah.
When did the Boardr immediately hook up with Grind for Life, or how did that happen?
Yeah, actually was our first job was Grind for Life.
Oh,
Mike,
no way.
Yeah, Mike Rogers needed help, and he was just like, "Hey, why don't you guys come and run my events? Like we need help." Like, because Mike was doing it all by himself.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Like previously, and I think it was like maybe just a bowl series.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So it was like Florida Bull Riders Cup or something like that, maybe.
So can any company or like municipality, like town, anything hit you up if they want to run a contest in their area and you guys could host it for them?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and now we have we started another business to get into the skate park industry. So now we have this guy Tito.
For building parks?
For building parks, yeah. So now we're like negotiating.
Wait, Tito, did he used to work for T-Pain?
Yes.
Wait, I think he's going to help design our park in my town.
Okay, well.
Dude.
Are you working with the Platform Group?
I think so.
Okay, yeah, that's our boy Tito.
Wait, that's what's up.
Yeah,
that makes me feel good because I was a little skeptical because they were like, oh, he's a designer that used to work at T-Pain, now he's doing this. And I was like, well, I don't know how this is going to go because everyone, building a skate park, my skate park got like shut down in our area, and I'm on the board to help rebuild it.
Cool.
And
from the platform group who designed basic plans, he's going to be at our meeting. He's willing to do detailed plans for us.
yes.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yes, that's great news. I'm glad to hear this.
So,
Tito! Woo!
just like now,
Tito's vodka.
because there's just like, not to sound like a corporate guy, but there's just a
skate
lot
parks,
of money.
Skate park building.
There's so much.
There's so much money there to like.
You got to grow.
and
You got to branch out and grow.
So we've gotten a couple contracts for skate parks, and then we just like contract out the work and
Right.
keep it in the budget.
Yeah, Tito is being
And then
very
Tito
generous.
will design it. Yeah, Tito will design it. Like we just designed a skate park for Jamie Foy in his hometown, Deerfield Beach, Florida.
Oh, sick.
We designed a marathon is like one of the keys, like one of the Florida keys when you drive
We
down
were
the
asking if there's a park in the Keys.
Okay, well, not yet, but there's one building. Marathon's like one of the, I forget. I just drove
like the
down
gas? Marathon, the gas?
there. No, Marathon's one of the islands.
Oh, okay.
It's like
okay.
a key.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like Marathon is one of the cities.
That was-
I used to
Yeah.
go to Kiowa as a kid. I think Kiowa, is that it? No, one of the keys, but whatever.
I don't know, but Marathon, Florida is gonna have one.
Are you guys going to host something there?
I'm not. I would love to,
Dude, I want to.
I wanna
I
go
want
to
to grind
Keys,
for life
yeah.
at the Key in the
but
Keys, man.
but I think we are doing a grind for life in Pensacola
That's
because
cool.
Pensacola just built a really big skate park,
Sick.
and I think we're gonna do an event there. And like when that Charleston skate park opened up, they hit us up.
How is that park?
It's great. It's huge.
Oh, nice.
And they're really easy to work with. And yeah, just like hitting up all these municipalities because I mean, you can find the website that's like,
The RFPs.
this city is like looking
Right.
for a company to put in proposals for a skate park, or this city is like, oh, we want to build a skate park, put in proposals, and we
Throw your name in the hat.
put our name in the hat.
No, Tito is really generous. He's doing it for next to nothing to design, to give us the first design.
Yeah.
So it was amazing because a lot of companies were like, 10, 15 grand, and Tito came in clutch with our budget.
Whoa! Don't be talking about our prices. Man. Like,
No, he's doing more
can't
of a
be put-
favor to the shop owner.
Yeah, Tito's a good dude.
Yeah.
So
We'll cut
lovable.
that out.
Yeah.
But
Don't
yeah.
be talking about our prices, man.
Yeah,
People
man.
try to I heard you did it for Anthony Ferraro for this much.
No, I think he's doing it for like 100K.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good
there we
deal.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's what's. Is it more like you say you're doing a lot of the outreach, but for the contests, is it more reactive work, or are you guys doing more like outreach to try and get more contests to different places? Like, are you just responding to inquiries?
We
or
respond.
both?
We respond to inquiries, and then we have our partners that we work a lot with. Like we work closely with Red Bull. We work pretty close with Vans. Obviously, New Balance does the Grind for Life deal. We work with DC for Boardr Open.
Dude, that was a hectic one.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, like we're working on stuff right now that started just off like because a random company will be like, we have this much money and we want to run a skate contest.
Yeah.
And then they look up like who runs skate contests, and then we pop up on Google. So they hit us up. Like that's how we ended up with some of the sponsors. That's how we ended up with like Marinella sponsoring us. They sponsored Grind for Life they were the title sponsor of Grind for Life for maybe 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
GoPro.
But we just got that off, and like El Yucateco
Yeah, what is
cold called us.
Really?
Yeah, like we don't have a team that's like searching out sponsors for the stuff. Like,
It's all
it's all
yeah.
kind of reactive. Like so,
And
Doritos.
skateboarding world's small enough to where it's kind of like a
it's a
word of
niche,
mouth.
it's a
thing.
niche market.
I was
It
gonna
is.
say I never even knew that would even be a business plan to host skateboard contests.
Oh, it's huge.
You know what I mean?
now,
I never
what they're
even
doing.
imagined. I never even thought about that as
Yeah.
like a.
It
as a
is very
business yet.
niche. There must not be I imagine there's not tons of companies doing what you guys are doing.
I don't think there is. I know like CA Skateparks. I know they like have an event side where they do events.
Oh, do they? Okay.
Because contests have become, so big nowadays. Yeah, I'm used to just like the owner of the shop announcing the local shop
On a megaphone.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like-
Well, dude, even when I go to a contest and you're not announcing, I'm like, I don't even want to be here. This
Oh,
is so
man.
boring.
I hope you can make it to the Olympics. You gonna do Olympics maybe one day?
Oh, that's Tim's field, man. I didn't get asked. I'm too
yeah.
edgy, man.
What
I'm too
about
edgy.
what about Do Tour? Would you just not want to?
Dude, I'm totally open to do all
Do
of that
Tour,
stuff.
come on, baby.
Uh,
The announcers
dude,
were pretty
I'm for
boring.
hire. I'm for hire. As long as it doesn't like
Conflict,
conflict with
yeah.
Boardr
Right,
owned
right.
events that we're working. I would love to go to Do Tour. Des Moines is a hell of a town.
Des Moines,
Des Moines was dude.
It was that park's sick.
fun.
yeah,
fun
and
time.
then we're doing a Grind for Life in Des Moines,
Yeah,
Yep.
Grind for Life.
and then
May 13th, I'm gonna miss my wedding shower for that one.
your wedding shower.
Yeah,
Oh man.
it's nah.
Eh.
I'm gonna fly in that night. I hope.
Okay.
I'll make it to the.
was there any parts of the like
I'm
when
gonna
you guys started the Boardr? Was there?
my wife doesn't know that yet.
She doesn't.
She won't hear it.
Dan like found out what date
Like,
the shower was.
yesterday, I was like, ooh.
And then someone's like, yeah, Des Moines on that weekday. He's like, oh, I guess I'm going to Des Moines. Dan needs to get
It's
Des
there's going to
Moines.
be so many showers. There's going to be so many
Yeah, his first
because
wedding.
like she's probably having her own bridal shower.
That's
Exact-
what it is. It's
yeah.
the bridal shower, and she wants him to come.
You got to come at the end and open the presents and shit. Come on.
No,
no,
man.
just
Okay.
FaceTime.
Daddy's got to work.
Yeah.
You get a pass on that one.
You didn't go to mine.
Yeah, I didn't
Oh,
go
I'm
to Kelly's
good then.
shower.
I didn't go.
Yeah.
I didn't go to my wife's bridal shower.
Yeah, I didn't go
Yeah.
either.
And,
I didn't even go to the. Am I going to the baby shower?
We did a co-ed baby shower.
Yeah.
Did co-ed?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Hey,
Yeah.
Ann, what time are we at?
We got about 10 more minutes.
I'm going to go pee.
Is this the one
I'm
counting? An hour 8?
No, I got my watch here.
Okay.
Apple Watch, baby. Just got one for my birthday.
All right.
I wanted to ask you real quick though. Was there any times when you started the Boardr? Dan, go. Jeez. Was there any times that like when you guys started the Boardr, was there any spots in the years doing it like, shit, I don't know if this is gonna work out, or like scary times, like trying times, like what about like COVID and stuff?
COVID. We
Was
really
that
had
the first hit,
That was
kinda?
like the first because like we were on an incline. We were
Just blowing up like the
Each-
exponential.
like each year was better than the year before for the first 7 years, 8 years. Like we had our biggest year ever. We had so much stuff planned. We had another year of Vans Park Series planned. We had all these other stuff planned. It was going right into the Olympic push, so we had a bunch of stuff planned, and it all got shut down. And we were just like, "What do we do?
Yep.
What do we do?"
You and
So,
a lot of people.
yeah, man. So we actually kind of
What did you do? Yeah.
Dude, so we just had to figure out other stuff. We actually did one grind for life
In Florida, obviously.
at Zephyr Hills.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, it was like, we did the grind for life, and then like 3 days later was like the shutdown.
Yeah.
Like, it was
I went to
everybody
an-
go home. Everybody,
Did it ever shut down in Florida?
it did kind of.
The news made it seem like you guys just lived your life. And
Yeah, in Florida.
We kind of, I took it seriously for a bit, and then it was just like, God. Like,
Yeah, no, it's like enough already.
yeah, and
The,
then
the curve is not getting flattened clearly.
yeah, and it was just like, but we did it. We did because the skate parks were still open.
You guys doing OnlyFans? What'd you do? Just kidding.
$5 an episode.
Thought about it.
podcast.
Thought about OnlyFans.
Scotty Body.
Thought about OnlyFans, and I was like, man, my only real fan is my mom. I can't have her signing up for this premium content.
So you did one in Zephyr.
So we did one in Zephyr Hills, like right before everything shut down.
Yeah, we were at an Allman Brothers 50th anniversary concert, and the next day the world shut down. It was the last concert ever.
Dude,
at
I missed
MSG.
WrestleMania and Guns N' Roses.
Wait, you went to WrestleMania?
No, we missed it.
Well, I got to go back.
Shut the
Because
fuck up.
it was the first time WrestleMania was in Tampa. I bought myself a ticket. I was like,
Dude.
I treated myself.
That was
I-
going to be the first time it was in Tampa?
yeah, it had been in Orlando a couple times and it had been in Miami a couple
Dude,
times.
I was obsessed with WWE.
But I did in Tampa. I did go to the Royal Rumble in '96.
No.
Rumble.
Shawn
Shawn Michaels wire to wire.
Oh my god!
And it was the one that Pamela Anderson was at as like the guest because the winner of the Royal Rumble got a date with Pamela Anderson to WrestleMania. Like Pamela Anderson was your arm
That's
candy for
hilarious.
WrestleMania.
Oh my god!
And it was also the pay-per-view that kicked off Lawrence Taylor and Bam Bam Bigelow.
No way.
If you remember those dudes wrestling at WrestleMania.
I wrestled with Bam Bam's son on my high school wrestling team.
Okay, so this was when Lawrence Taylor was
His
in
name
the
was
crowd.
Boom Boom.
Lawrence Taylor was watching the Royal Rumble in the crowd. Bam Bam Bigelow just lost the tag titles. He goes out of the ring. Lawrence Taylor's making fun of him. They get in each other's face. Bam Bam Bigelow does the famous push on Lawrence Taylor. Lawrence Taylor, they separate him, and that sets up their WrestleMania match.
Yes. Oh,
And I was
man.
there for that. Like me and my
Dude,
dad.
the flame on the head. See, he had the
Yes.
flames on his
At
head.
Asbury Park, New Jersey.
That's where I'm from, baby.
That's-
right next
dude.
door.
Like people don't realize how much wrestling does actually teach you about like geography.
Yes.
Because like I know cities.
Geography.
No, it does because I learned about Canadian cities through like Chris Jericho, all these guys.
Saskatchewan,
yes,
Saskatoon, like
freaking.
Like I was in a call with somebody and they're like, yeah, like I'm here live from Calgary. I'm like, Calgary, eh? Like, all right, like
That's
Bret
home
Hart.
of-
I'm
Bret
like,
Hart, baby.
Bret Hart,
Bret
like the
Hart.
Hart family. Let's go. And then he's like, what? I'm like, the
Don't
Hart
worry,
family.
don't worry about it.
Stampede Wrestling. Come on. But then like I would never know like a city like Truth or Consequences, New Mexico actually existed unless Cactus Jack like was from there, or like just all these random cities like. Oh yeah,
Sorry
about that.
I didn't realize we were farting.
Yeah, let him out, baby.
I've been holding this
Gotta
in for.
put him on the mic, baby.
I've been sitting on one for 20 minutes. I think I made one go away for you guys.
That's Anthony's new favorite thing to do is fart on the mic.
Dude, that was my thing at contest for a while. I'd be like, hey guys, hold on. Hold on. Before we drop in the next guy.
That's so good.
I can't do it. I can't put the mic back to my face.
The angle right.
No, it grosses me out, dude.
Oh, dude, you just gotta eat
I
it.
feel like there's fart particles on it.
I used to know a guy that
Particles.
I used to know this guy that could not fart in his pants. Like he would excuse himself.
Pull his pants down?
Go to the bathroom, pull his pants down, fart, pull his pants back up, and come back out. And if there wasn't a bathroom, he would go like find a corner in a room.
Wow.
And just like pull down his pants real quick, fart, pull up his pants.
That's next level journey.
And I was like, what are you doing? And he's like, I had to fart. And I'm like, what? And he's like, dude, you see how tight my pants are? I can't keep a fart in there. There's no room for a fart in there. Like I just feel like the fart just stays in there.
It's so good.
It's like farting in overalls. It's caught in there.
Like it's caught. Like he's like, dude, I just feel it in there and I can't handle it.
When I go home, I take my pants off and the fart comes out.
And when he explained it, I was like, oh, okay, I guess that makes a little sense. And here comes another one. All right.
God,
So wait,
we got a guest here.
He's down with it. So you guys pushed through COVID.
You're
and
farting
then,
in his face.
We did do a couple events where we did a grind for life where we said, all right, everybody go to the skate park and film your own line.
No way.
And send it to us, and we're gonna judge it. And so we did a thing where we like live judged like a grind for life and looked at everybody's runs.
And you did it live streamed.
And did it like that. So it was like, hey, like can't have public situations, but you can go to the skate park by yourself and film a line.
That's my
So you guys just were innovative. You adapted.
And then we also did an event. We called it STAG at the Boardr.
I'm going STAG.
Going STAG. So you showed up by yourself. We had one person in the warehouse at a time. It was me running time, a filmer, and a skater, and you got 20 minutes in the warehouse to film as much shit as you could.
One skater in the park at a time?
One skater at a time.
Wow.
And then we sanitized the ledge. We wiped down the ledges after, sanitized the ledges.
Jeez.
Like
that's intense.
And then, all right, you did your 20 minutes, you're out. Get out of the warehouse. Now we got the second guy coming in. And so we had I think we had like 8 or 10 guys that we ran in like 20-minute sessions throughout the day, and then just filmed them all. Our filmer edited it all into like little 1.5 like Instagram clips. Mm-hmm. And so we made all these clips, dropped the clips for social media, and then we actually did like a live judging where we had Mark Gonzalez like watching the videos. So like these local kids got to have like Mark Gonzalez look at their footage, comment on it, and then pick a winner.
That's epic.
And so we just kind of had to pivot and figure out like what can we actually do.
And you guys have made all these great relationships with like Mark Gonzalez and all these pros.
We just had to really we did a lot of stupid shit on social media just to like still be in your mind like, hey, we're gonna get back to work soon, like because nobody knew how long it was gonna last. So we were just like, yeah, like check back, like we're gonna be here, we're gonna run this for a couple months, and So is Grind for Life points towards the Olympics? That's what I was trying to figure out. No.
Okay.
No, it's a different.
No.
What are the points? Is it just a ranking for Grind for Life?
So when we started the Boardr, Rob is just like a super tech nerd, and his brain just functions like
analytics
and super analytical. And so he was just like, hey, like nothing like this exists. We should do it.
Yes.
And so he wrote the software and created the ranking system, and people don't realize that it doesn't lead to anything. It's just it's like,
I thought you could get into SLS. No, you can't. No,
but it does our rankings. But we log, we seriously log like any contest, any big contest. we can find the results to. We log them in our database and log the results and assign points to the contest based on how many skaters were there, how big the city is that the contest is in, like the reach of the contest. Like, so yeah, we log all of that stuff.
Well, it's a great resume too for the skaters. Like, it's like, look, I've done this.
Well, and like, because skaters use their profile to be like, hey, here are all my contest results from the last 3 years.
Yeah.
And we'll have parents like seriously, the day after a contest, like in Australia, we have parents hitting us up like, hey, my kid got first in the Aussie Open Bowl contest, 12 and under. Like, are you going to give him his points? And we're just like, yeah, send us the results. We have no idea what the Aussie Open Bowl contest is.
Even if it's not Boardr, you'll
even
log
if it's not Boardr, we'll log it.
So it is international.
So it is international, yeah. But it's like, it's international.
It's a resume.
Like, it's a resume.
It's a skate resume.
But
sorry again.
no, it's all good. I'm a very long-winded talker.
Sorry.
I would have never known.
And I'm used to being one of maybe one guy or two guys on the mic. So 3 guys on the mic, man. You guys are messing with me here. But yeah, man. And then like any contest because Rob made the Boardr Live, which is our scoring application, and so we lease that. Like Rob leases that to other organizations to run their contests.
Yeah, I saw that.
So any contest that uses our software, automatically those results get put into our thing, and points are given, and you're in the rankings. Like,
sick.
So like Zoomies used our stuff for Best Foot Forward. So like for like all of those results are logged. All of Street League is logged. Like Street League doesn't use our software, but Rob is so on it. He's like, I know a Street League happened yesterday. Yeah. Here's the results. Like,
gotcha.
All right, Nija, first place, like 10,000 points. Like,
so he's putting those in there.
He's putting those
but
in there.
They're separate from those from Street League or from the Olympic stuff or whatever.
Yeah, our points don't get you anything except credit. Like, you can use them. Like,
they're bragging points.
Yeah, and it's just like, and it's a log of all your results. Like, you can go look up your
portfolio.
Profile. You can go look at your profile and be like, all right, I got third here, second here, first here.
I'm going to start my own contest. Keep giving myself first and just spike up my points.
No, we'll see. Sometimes somebody will be like, hey, I ran this contest. If you're like, all right, send us the results, and they can't do it.
Yeah,
it's like,
we fact check.
Like, it was just a best trick contest. Well, all right, like we're not really going to be logging. Like, you did a local best trick contest on Halloween and made everybody like dress up, and you gave away $100 and some T-shirts. Like, we're not going to log that. But like, people will hit us up and be like, hey, I'm running this contest in Knoxville, Tennessee. Mm-hmm. So far I have 50 people signed up for it. I want my contest to be logged on your site so these kids can get ranking points. And Rob's like, okay, send me a link to where you're going to post your results. When you're posted your results, hit me with the link. I'll check them out and I'll log the results.
Sick.
So yeah, like Rob is like working with so many different people because he'll like behind the scenes, he's like selling the software to these dudes running contests in like Estonia. And like, all of a sudden, like,
I keep waiting for you to say the name of what was the name of the city in New Mexico?
Truth or Consequences.
I thought you were going to pull that out.
So no, like so it's like, the Estonian national championships were last weekend. Here's the results. And we have those results because they use the Boardr Live.
So you guys got a kick-ass software. That's amazing.
Yeah.
How does that must, I want to get into the how it is with the new skate moms and skate dads. They go crazy over those points probably, right?
Okay, So we have
it reminds you of wrestling parents, and they were the worst.
So we have 2 different nicknames. We got the momager,
the
mom manager.
I know a couple of those.
And then the dadvocate.
The dadvocate. So you guys got your own little carney slogan.
There we go. Yeah. Like, this dude, he's a total dadvocate. Like,
dude, when we warm up, we come a couple days before and warm at the parks, and you just hear the parents just talking.
Oh, they're so cringe. Dude,
it's
so cringy.
But when I was coming up, the parents were not involved at all,
and they thought it was
like my parents would come to watch every one of my contests, and that was like I thought it was normal because I grew up in sports. So I was like, yeah, your parents come watch you do sports. Like, my parents were at every tennis tournament I played in, every soccer game I played in. Like, they watched. So why would it be any different for skateboarding? They supported
and
what I did.
And that's how they saw it too.
They supported what I did.
Yeah.
And so like
most parents drop you off. All right, I'll be back in an hour.
Well, I mean, that's how it was. That's
back
how
in the day.
That's how it was when I was just going there to like hang out and skate on a Saturday.
Yeah, I'm just saying like normally back in the day, that's what parents would do. Drop you off. We got a skate contest. Like, just drop you off.
Yeah,
they're not hanging out and watching the results.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of momagers. Well, I don't want to keep you too long because I know you got your newborn at home. You got new girl dad.
New dad here, girl dad club. Let's go. I got Scotty, a little princess. I got a little princess. I painted my house pink. Like,
can we say her name?
Petty.
Petty
Louise, after Tom
Louise.
Petty.
That's it. Nope. Tom Petty Louise.
Not because she's going to be a little petty girl.
Petty girl, yep.
Spiteful.
Scotty was, when he was announced in the winners, he was like, come on, I'm a new girl dad. Come on, Anthony, can't you have a kid? And I'm like, we're having a kid.
He's like, don't say it on the mic, but
I was waiting to tell you
pregnant.
after.
My lady's pregnant. And I'm like, like, I get it now. Like, everybody, when they're like, you got to have a kid, it's the best thing ever. I'm like, dude, how good can it be? Like, I get it. Like, I get it. It'll be cool. But then you're like, oh my God, I totally get it. Now I want everybody to be a dad. Like, everybody.
You too.
Everybody.
I know. I loved it.
You're a dad, right, Dan? You have a kid?
Yeah.
How old?
14.
Oh, wow. Okay, you're experienced.
I had him young.
You got
experience.
Experience in
I'm
the
like
game.
I guess we'd say a part-time dad now. We're separated, so.
Are you and your girl married or dating? Yeah.
Yeah, married.
Oh, nice. How long have you been married?
We'll be like 2.5 years.
Nice. And how
we got married? We did our wedding during COVID.
Oh, so we did kind of 2021. Is that still COVID? Kind of. It was still a little bit of COVID.
Tail end.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we were November of 2020.
Oh wow!
So we were like,
you were in there. Yeah.
Well, we already had our date and we already had a venue paid for.
Oh, jeez.
So we were like in the planning, and then the venue hit us up and they're like, hey, you're gonna have to cut down your capacity and you're gonna have to cut your capacity in half. So we were just like, oh boy. So we immediately got that. And if you haven't got married, the invite list is the absolute
it's the worst.
It's already cut down.
Part. My half got lost.
The biggest fights me and my wife had over the wedding were over the invite. Like, like, oh, I got one of my best friends, but
I haven't seen them in 20 years.
Yeah, and it was like, and then it was
they
like,
gotta be here, babe.
Well, and then we had this criteria, like, okay, are they married? Did they invite us to their wedding? Oh, we weren't invited to your wedding? Okay, you won't be invited to ours. Like,
see, my problem is my mom's one of 13, so I have 65 cousins.
Oh, geez.
Just in one side.
And then we cut out plus ones.
Yeah. Oh, the plus ones. Oh,
sorry. No plus
ones. If you're single, you're showing up here single.
Yeah.
And then you got an aunt calling, hey, can so-and-so bring blah, blah, blah. They've been dating for a while.
And well, no, listen, I had to call my sister and be like, I'm sorry, but your new boyfriend is not invited to my wedding. Like, this is
plenty of guys there.
This is my wedding.
And you could do the 21 and over cutoff.
We cut out kids. We didn't want kids there at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, like so, and then eventually and then after they cut us in half, the venue was like, we refunded your credit card. We can't do it. We're done. Like,
no.
And so we're just like, shit. And then so my parents live on 5 acres, farmhouse.
There you go.
They have already had like hosted weddings. My sister got married there. My aunt got married there. They've hosted weddings and like for money.
It.
Right.
And they're like, you can do it here. And they originally offered us that because it would have been a free venue. So they offered us that at the beginning. And we were just like, hey, we appreciate that, but we want to do something different for my sister, different for my aunt. You guys do this as a business. That's not what I want for my wedding.
That's a good amount of space. Were you running the one ball there?
Not running. No, but I did. My entrance was a full recreation of Rick Flair.
Dude, you're into the
WWE wrestling guy.
Dude, I was gonna show you my old school WWF logo tattoo, but I got the 1980s like chromed out like 1980s WWF tattoo.
Oh man, that is sick.
So
what is the Ric Flair?
Wait,
entrance?
Ric Flair, he's got a big robe.
Yeah,
like the big
robe
robe with the feather boa.
Yes.
fireworks. Like I had fireworks. I came out to his
my
entrance.
No, you didn't.
I did. Came out fully like.
You wouldn't have been able to do that at the venue, dude.
No.
Did you kiss your wife and go, woo?
I did. No. I did. Right as Curtis Mayfield Move On Up was started.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so I did the Ric Flair, like the walk down the aisle, because Ric Flair is all like one of his.
Yeah, he's got the walk, the
He's
pretty
got
boy
he's
walk.
got the pretty boy
Yeah,
strut,
the
Got
strut.
that
and all his promos
Flair,
like,
baby.
when you walk down that aisle against the Nature Boy,
The nature boy, Scotty Body.
you want to be the man, you gotta beat the man.
Yeah, yes.
Woo! So like, I fully hammed it up, and I was just like, baby, if I realize it's your day, but it's my day too.
That's like me.
And this is what I want to do.
I can't believe she signed off on this.
Because I've always, I didn't
a
care
good wife.
where it happened. I always just wanted to do
That's
that
amazing.
for myself somewhere. And
Wow.
You got to do it.
yeah, like
That's
they wouldn't.
amazing.
You got a good lady.
Like the
dude.
one time I
Wow.
performed on a big stage when I did stand-up comedy for a while.
No!
That was a good job.
we're
Wait, give us the
huge
premise.
comedy
Give us the
fans.
premise.
Hit us with a premise.
Give us
Oh,
with
man.
the premise.
Do
Come
this.
on. You got to give us a premise.
Actually, I had a whole 10-minute set based
solid 10?
based strictly off the ludicrous things that would happen to me while delivering pizza.
Oh, that's
So I was
great.
like the skateboarding pizza guy comedian, and I kind of had a little shtick that kind of caught on for a while, and I got right to the point where I was offered like 2 drinks and $20
Yeah.
to drive like an hour to do 5 minutes.
Yes.
Right.
And I'm just like,
man.
like
You got to stay in it.
This is a
Scotty.
long-
Comedian.
This is a
You
long
kind of work
journey.
it. You work it though on the mic
This
nowadays.
is a long journey. This is a long
That's
journey.
yeah.
It is.
But now
That's
I,
amazing.
I still do some of my some of my jokes. I still do like on the mic at Grind for Life.
Yes.
and I don't know, man. Let's just do you
That's
think
a-
homeless people get knock jokes?
Yeah.
like stupid
a
shit
great
like that. But then I would bust into this whole thing you guys don't even know what pizza guys go through, man. If you dude. I do all this to get this pizza for your house, and you give me 84 cents. If you've ever woken up and had marinara sauce in your gas tank, you fucked with a pizza guy. I will leave a flaming pile of shit on your door, but I'll sprinkle Parmesan cheese over it just so you know.
Nice,
So
nice.
you know that you fucked with the wrong pizza guy. And
Nice build up.
That is a good
and
bit.
then, I would deliver and then I would deliver to a lot of the strip clubs. So that was awesome. Just
I'm sorry, I thought you were going to a bit.
Yeah. I know there's
well, yeah. So I'd show up to a strip club and be like, "Hi, I'm looking for diamonds. I got a pizza for Shoddy. I got a Philly steak for Cristal." And they're like, "Cristal's on stage." And I'm like, "Oh shit. Well, I guess I'm gonna go to the stage. Go sit down at the stage and be like, 'Hi, ma'am. I've got your cheesesteak.'" And the girl would be like, "All right, how much is it?" I'm like, "You owe me $12.75." And she's like, "Hold on, I'll be right back." And literally went around the stage and got my money.
Oh my God.
Came back in 3 minutes and said, "Here you go, Daddy. Here's 17." I'm like, "All right."
Dude.
And then I'd be like, $17. And then I would take $2, put it right back in her cleavage, pay it forward. You tipped me, I tipped you. We're all good, baby. Let's go.
Dude, that's amazing. I'm sorry. It has been a while. We've been keeping you for so long, but really appreciate it, dude.
Dude.
I could talk you for. You just opened a whole can of
Yeah.
worms. So
Well,
we
hey, I
we
see-
need a round 2
I
next
see
time.
you guys on the road. You guys come to Florida all the time to
Yeah.
support our Grind for Life events. Yeah, man. I'll hop on. We
Me-
can talk about any number of things.
Me and Dan were talking. We want to do a live 4 Bad Eyes from Grind for Life.
Yeah, we get that going.
you should.
Just
That'd be fun.
set up in the
And-
corner and do a pod.
And so I'll end with this.
Yes.
So when we first started doing the adaptive at Grind for Life and stuff, I would go home and tell my wife about it and be like, "Dude, you wouldn't believe what these guys are doing. It's crazy." And she's just like, "Dude, that's awesome, but I know you on a microphone." Do not offend them. Dude, like if you come home and I find out you made a 3 blind mice joke, I'm gonna kill you.
Everyone is too kind to us, dude.
Do that, Scotty. You cannot. And sure enough,
We did that.
sure enough,
I think I've heard you say 3 blind mice.
Sure enough, a month later, you guys came to Grind for Life and filmed and edited it to 3 blind mice, and you all wore like the mouse ears.
Shit, yes.
And put out, and I'm like, hey babe, I gotta show you something. Like, you didn't want me making jokes.
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
Look at this. Like,
Yes.
like these dudes are cool. Like, and then the joke you made earlier is like you did a bunch of new tricks that I haven't seen you like. Today, you fucking killed it.
Thank
you won the
you.
bowl contest. You
Thank
did
you.
some tricks.
Anthony killed
You
it
did some
today.
tricks that I've never seen you do before, and I was like, dude, he did tricks now. Like, he's progressing. Like, did tricks I've never seen before, and he just goes, Scotty, I've never seen him either.
You're like, I love that you can do it first, so I don't feel bad.
I'm like, cool, you said it first, man.
Oh, man,
And like, I remember once, like when we hung out in London when you came for the Inniskate in London, Dan. You remember that? And I was just and like I was just like, Dan, you're kind of lucky because like you have not ever had to see the clothing that Nyjah wears. And he's like, dude, I've seen Nyjah. I remember seeing Nyjah. And I'm like, oh, well, yeah, but that was like dreadheads, baggy clothes.
That was pre-span.
You haven't seen bike shorts, Nyjah. Like,
The compression shorts.
yeah, and I will say I fucking love Nyjah. He is awesome. He got robbed for Sodi. I will say that. Like, dude, give the man his flowers. Give that man because
We had a debate about this. Someone asked.
Tyshawn got it. The year he got it, he got it. I'll
Yeah.
give it to him.
Yeah.
Dude, the things Nyjah put it down this year, man.
It gets pretty political.
And see, the thing is, like,
Gotta sell the shoes.
it's talked about every year he's in the conversation. Every year for the past 5 years, Nyjah could have been Sodi.
Yeah.
This year, he went for it.
Yeah, he did a
Those
lot.
parts he did were bonkers. Give the man his flowers. Give it to him once, and everyone will shut up.
Yeah.
You don't have to give it to him ever again.
Yeah.
Like, give that man his respect.
He deserves it.
Thrasher, dude, this,
Like,
yeah.
no disrespect to Tyshawn, but
Yeah.
this was Nyjah's year, man.
No,
this was
I
Nyjah's
hear
year.
you.
And dude, even low key, what TJ Rogers did last year was amazing. Like, coming off of cancer, putting out those parts,
Yeah.
like putting out the parts he did post cancer.
Yeah.
Like, that's what
wild.
Grind for Life is about.
Yes.
Like
And Lopez, insane.
Lopez, too.
Louis
He
is
deserves
in,
one,
Louis is in the
too. He
Louis is
deserves
in the
one.
conversation every year.
He deserves
There's a couple
one.
years. There was like 1 year I remember. I forget who won it the year he should. Like, there was a year where he was like,
Yeah.
What are you guys watching?
Yeah.
What are y'all
Yeah,
watching
no.
that I'm not
What, you
watching?
guys blind?
Like,
Well, please promote everything you want to promote.
oh, is this my
this is your-
my moment?
Your
your
moment.
moment.
It's
All
your
right,
moment.
dude, shout out to the homies at the Boardr. Of course, we run the events
What's the Boardr Instagram?
at the Boardr.
At the Boardr.
It's spelled wrong. You got to find it. Boardr.
Okay.
And then, dude, shout out my clothing brand, Shaquifa.
Shaquifa.
Shaquifa OG.
You don't live here no more.
Shaquifa OG on Instagram.
For OG. Spell that out for us.
Yeah. Please.
SSHAQUEEFA OG.
Like she's queefing.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Well, the
Sorry.
logo is just an ass with a thong.
Oh, that's great.
And so I don't put out new product. I get everything from the thrift store and then screen print on it at
Are
my
you the
house.
one who
sick.
gave me a T-shirt at Tampa Pro?
Yes.
That was you.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that. I still
Yeah.
have that tee.
Hell yeah. So like,
So which
Now I remember.
personal Shaquifa?
What is your personal?
my personal Instagram is Body Crons.
Body crons.
Serious?
That was a nickname given to me by one of my fallen homies, Curtis Valentine.
R.I.P.
Because there was a time when like skaters always have the best weed. Like
Yes.
that's like
Crons.
skaters as a group have the best weed. And I was Scotty the Body, and I was
Body
always
Crons.
smoking Crons. And my friend Curtis was like, "He's Body Crons." Like,
That's amazing.
and Body Crons just stuck. I was Body Crons.
That's amazing.
And But I'm about to change it to dad body crunch.
Dad
There
body
we go.
Because
crunch.
I got that dad bod. I
Yeah.
can't wait to have an excuse to gain another 10 or 15 pounds.
I've been
You gotta
gaining
wait
with
till
my
you become a grandpa or something. I don't know.
I can't wait. I'm about to turn 40. I don't know if I'll make it
40.
to grandpa.
Ah, you
He'll
will.
make it.
We
He'll
need
make
you.
it.
We need you.
But
Anything else?
shit, all my boys in my group chat would probably kill me if I didn't shout them out. So shout out to the Poker 2 group chat. The boys, I played online poker with these dudes.
Poker 2?
I love
Poker
poker.
2. We probably played poker every night for a year straight during COVID.
Oh, really?
During COVID,
Those guys
the
crushed.
game was open at 7 p.m. every night, and
Went till like 4 a.m. probably.
there would be dudes there. Like, it'd be so funny to wake up at 8 a.m. and you check the table.
Still
And
They're still sitting there.
There's still there's two stragglers still on the table.
Wow.
One of them is up 500. The other one is down 500. and the guy that's down 500 is trying to get to even with that dude's 500. The dude that's up 500 is trying to get up 1,000. It's just like two wasted dudes battling it out, playing the stupidest hands, and it's like, dude, a $350 pot just happened, and it was the dude bet the river with Jack High, and King High called.
Oh my god!
And for 300, like, this dude called $100 river bet with King High and took down the pot.
Oh,
Like, I saw some insane poker hands happen. And so shout out to those dudes: Slob, the Dowds, Chris Murray, Dave Danino, George Angel, who I work with. Shout out Sams, Tifa Prez. I'm probably forgetting a bunch, but y'all know who you are. The Poker 2 chat that also
it.
turned into the NBA Bagel League fantasy basketball chat. Shout out to the Bagel League.
Bagel League.
My daily fantasy basketball league that we play for $5 a night. Very small time, the cost of a bagel.
is a bagel a pastry?
That's where the Bagel League comes from.
Is a bagel a pastry? Answer this. Don't think about it.
Fuck. No, it's a bread.
Thank
right?
you.
Yeah.
Hear that, Kelly?
Pastries are sweet and like
Yes.
have like
Yeah.
jelly on
It's
them
a
and
bread.
stuff.
It's
like,
a bread.
That's the
That's
right
all I wanted
answer.
to hear. Thank you. That's it. Thank you.
Kelly called a bagel pastry the other day. But
I can see where an argument.
I'll tell you off the air. I'll tell you off
I
air.
can see where the argument could happen. Let's see. Am I any other group chats I got to shout out? Let me check my phone. Shout out to my baby girl Patty.
Yes.
My wife Lydia.
Lydia.
Y'all are awesome. I'm not giving you that Instagram. Shit.
That's
Marijuana Golf League.
Oh.
Shout out Marijuana Golf
Golf
League.
League.
We got the Dutch Masters.
the
Dutch Masters tournament coming up.
That's sick. I need a cameo there.
Dude, you're more than y'all's thing where you went and played at the golf simulator, or when you went to Top Golf.
Yeah.
Like, that's what originally got me sparked on you guys, was just like, dude, you're just comedy and like everyday things. Like,
Have fun.
like it just
we were playing
total,
the
like,
claw machine downstairs today.
just like that shit is funny.
Dude,
Like,
you're gonna hate your life if you can't laugh at yourself a little.
yeah,
You gotta have fun.
And it's like, dude, these guys are just like taking their situation and turning it into fucking Instagram gold.
No, man. I will say, like, Grind for Life, I was skeptical coming to the first one. I didn't know anyone. I felt a little out of place.
Yeah.
You really make it a welcoming, open environment to where you want to just keep coming back. And, like, every time I hear your voice, I get so stoked.
And see, that goes back to what you were saying about, like, the amount of shit talking you can get away with. Like, Grind for Life is a family event for fun, for the kids to learn about skateboarding, learn about competition, like, make friends, and that's supposed to be a positive family experience. So I really, like, go easy there. But, like, Boardr Open NYC,
Oh, dude.
because those kids are
that
harsh.
was great. Those kids are
harsh, man.
bro.
And like, they're giving it back just as hard as we're like.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you can kind of ride out on those kids a little bit, 'cause they're older. They're older. It's like those kids are supposed to be like the top level.
Yeah.
So like, if they're not, like, you can kind of give it to them a little bit, and then like, well, you know, there'll be situations where you can definitely like,
Yeah.
this kid looks like a school shooter. Like,
Well, please
this
know you have an
this
open-
kid looks like he's about to like this, like, you know, like, you can really give it to him. Like,
Just know you got an open invite for shit talking my runs. I invited.
I was gonna say I want some Tampa treatment next time.
Treatment.
All right, well, hey, y'all asked
Turn it
for it.
up,
Like
yeah.
I almost gave it in Tampa when we did the end of the year contest at our warehouse. That dude Nick Mullins.
Yeah.
He was wearing 2 different color shoes, and I just be like,
He does the black and the
Yeah.
white.
I'm like, dude, do you know you're wearing the wrong shoes? Are you blind? Do you not know that you're wearing 2 different colored shoes? Like, this dude's confused. He got the wrong shoe in the morning, man. Like, but there's just little things like that where I'm just like, it immediately comes to my head just because like the roast comics, like all that shit, like
Tony Hinchcliffe, great.
I love that stuff. I love like when you can just
it's the best.
when you can just like figure out something to say about a dude's feet. Like, dude, your fingernails. Like, like I love that stuff. Like just like the Comedy Central roasts.
Yes.
Like
Those are the best.
the roast comedians, like
Ross, the fucking roast boss.
Yeah, that guy. Like Greg Giraldo was really good.
Yeah.
Lisa Lampanelli.
Yeah.
Like all that, and even going back to the like, what's the
Patrice O'Neill.
dude? He was a god.
Yeah.
But yeah, all that stuff just like kind of formed like how I like announce a contest, but also at Skate Park of Tampa, like that was a harsh.
Yes.
Like if you weren't on point with it, you were getting roasted in
were-
the shop.
You were
Yeah.
crying.
The shop was just like, I feel bad now, but I guarantee you kids quit skateboarding because of things that were said to them in the shop. So I kind of feel bad about that, but
Well,
it's
it
like
weeds out the weak.
and it's like, well, you know, if you couldn't handle me making fun of you for your arm fat, like you weren't cut out, like you weren't cut out for skateboarding anyway, because I got twice as much arm fat as you. So like, turn it around on me and say something about me. Like, there's enough. There's enough. Like there's enough to talk about. Like,
Exactly. You got to give it back.
yeah, like I'm overweight. There's food in my beard. Like, like.
Well, Scotty, we love you, man. Thank you so much for coming on here. I appreciate you spending the time after freaking announcing all day. It means the world.
Hey, when you get in a good conversation with some good dudes, the time just flies, and it doesn't even it doesn't feel like you're doing anything. So thank you guys for having me. Shout out you guys, 4 Bad Eye. You again.
Yeah, congratulations on the new baby. Hopefully see you. You gonna be in Iowa?
I should be in Iowa. Yes, I should be.
Sick.
Pending other events. It just depends on how the schedules work, because now we're getting back to having double event weekends. Like, so we got to split the squad up. I would love to be in Des Moines because I love that city.
Dope city.
Shout out to Tom and Norm up there in Des Moines that help us out with a lot of stuff we do up there in Des Moines.
And if you need to throw a contest in your area, hit up the Boardr.
Hit up the Boardr.
And even if you just need software to score it and everything, hit up the Boardr.
And you can tell me what percentage thrust you want. Like,
yeah,
like,
he can dumb it down.
I can dumb it down. If you want a family-friendly event, we do that announcing. If you want me to like make kids cry, we can do that. If you want the full like, like you want beers at 9 a.m. with breakfast and us announcing wasted by lunch. If that's what you want for your contest, we will provide you with that. Like Copenhagen.
Got to give the people what they want.
Yes. So, yes, Anthony, Dan, thank you guys.
Thank you, my brother.
But yeah, I'm
Thank
way
you,
behind
everybody.
on diapers.
Yes.
I know.
I owe my wife diaper changings and holding and bottle feeding, and
you owe it to Petty.
Go hang out with Petty.
Yep.
You owe it to Petty.
All right, everybody. Thank you. As always, keep pushing and
one love.
Keep pushing and one love from 4 Bad Eyes.